There are some secret seeds in Terraria that you need to try. These secret seeds can completely change how you play the game, which can be from a minor change to a completely different experience with new enemies. If you want to enter this seed, then create a new world, then type the seed here. You can choose other settings to your own preference. By the way, you can get any of these secret seeds by complete chance as well. So first up on the list is no traps. This seed adds a lot of traps in your world, and I mean a lot. You have to be careful everywhere you go as there are dart traps all over the surface. And all the chests in underground cabins will be replaced by dead man's chest. Even the chests on floating islands can straight up kill you. This seed also has bouncy boulders which you will be fearing for life, some life crystals that can act as boulder. The amount of gauges are also increased, TNT barrels are added to the jungle temple. Lastly, more statues will spawn in your world, which are wired so they can spawn a lot of enemies to kill you. Second up on the list is Celebration MK10. This seed was added as the celebration for the 10th anniversary of Terraria, and this is one of the best seed in Terraria as you are spawned on the ocean side with the guide, princess, steampunker, party girl and a town bunny. From the princess, you can purchase a slime staff which is one of the rarest items, hot lanterns for your arena and many other items. You can also buy static hook at any time from the steampunker, and on certain phase of moon you can also purchase the jetpack. These items would be really helpful if you can afford them. The items that spawn in chest will have always one of the best modifier. The sand and many other structure will be painted with different colors. The underground cabins will be made up of rainbow color which can be spotted easily. You can also find golden slime which can drop a lot of money, or jungle mimics in hard mode jungle which can't spawn on normal world. And there will be always a pyramid which you can enter from the surface. Some of the bosses in this seed are smaller than their normal size. The traveling merchants can sell extra 2 items, and the princess can even sell red items under certain condition. And with some other changes to the world, Celebration MK10 is one of the best seed to play in Terraria. Next up is the Constant. The Constant was added in Terraria as a collaboration between Dawnstar and Terraria. This seed adds a grainy filter to Terraria world and adds a new mechanism to Terraria such as hunger, so you have to eat every 10 minutes or so. There is also darkness which can damage you if you don't have a light source. In this seed, the items that were added from the Dawnstar collaboration will have their drop rate increase. The marble patches and spider patches can spawn in the surface. The cactus on the surface can deal contact damage, and some of the light source can be extinguished by the rain. Next up on the list is not the bees. In this seed, most of the world is replaced by jungle with a lot of beehives and honey block. The guide is replaced by the merchant. The water pools on surface are replaced by honey, and you will find abundance of larvae scattered all over your world. So you need to be a lot careful as multiple queen bees can spawn. Also, the jungle temple is painted green and the dungeon is painted orange. Next up is the drunk world. In this seed, the guide is replaced by the party girl. Both of the evil biomes are available in this world, with both evil chests also being available in the dungeon. The middle section of hell is full of lava, and the other side will have ruined houses. The Moonlord's leg and red potion can be obtained from any chest with 6.67 and 3.3% chance respectively. Both the oceans will have ocean caves in them. Some enemies are large while some are scaled down. Even the floating islands are made up of snow or sand. The dungeon will be located under a living tree with brown leaves, and the old man will be placed in a pre-generated house underground, so the fight with skeleton might be a bit difficult. And lastly, the size of beehives and the marble biomes is also increased in this seed. Next up is for the worthy. This seed increases the difficulty of your world, so if you select classic mode with this seed, your world will be classic mode, and if you select master mode, then your world will be in legendary mode, which is one of the 2 ways to get legendary mode in Terraria. In this seed, you will be spawned with the demolitionist instead of the guide. Every enemy's damage, health and coin drops are also increased. The bunnies in this world are replaced with explosive bunny, and if you try to break any of the pots, it will have a chance to be a bomb. Even the trees can drop bombs, so you'll have to be really careful. Some of the water pools in this world are replaced by lava. The jungle temple is 3 times its normal size, and the amount of traps in dungeon are also increased. In this seed, it is possible for your world to spawn with no surface jungle, so you'll have to dig below to find the jungle. Some of the size of the boss are also changed, and some AI of the boss are also changed. Next up on the list is Don't Dig Up. In this seed, you will start from the underworld and will have to slowly progress your way back to the surface. The guard will be replaced by tax collector. There is a big pool of lava on both sides of where your spawn is, so to get to normal hell, you will have to cross the lava in either side. If you try to get above the Terraria wall, then you will die. Some of the weapons are obtained differently with different damage. The whole surface will be covered with evil biome, and it will always be night time. Even the mimics can spawn pre-hard mode with pre-hard mode loot. And there are some other changes done to the world. Last up on the seed is Zenith Seed, also known as Get Fixed Boy or Everything Seed. Now imagine if you combine every single secret seed in Terraria and added all the worst part of them all. So this seed bumps up the difficulty of your world, making it one of the 2 ways to get legendary difficulty. In this seed, you will spawn with many NPC on the underworld, but after the first day ends, they will all be killed. Half of the world in this seed is full of corruption and the other half is full of crimson. The dungeon is placed on the dead living tree. Many traps, explosive, bouncy boulders, life crystal boulders and crisp honey block can be found all over the world. The spawn rate of enemies are also drastically increased on the surface. There is also a unique boss to this seed, the Medusa, which combines all the 3 mech bosses to one. Star Cannon, one of the best pre-armored weapon, won't be able to defeat any bosses in this seed as the star bounces from bosses except for Queen Bee. The larvae for spawning Queen Bee can be found all over the world. The Dryer will not sell Purification Powder and the Steampunker will not spell Contaminator. Some of the damage of the weapons are also changed drastically and their way of obtaining are also changed. Mechanisms such as Hunger and Darkness are also added to this seed. Also various other changes are done to this seed. And these were all the secret seeds in Terraria. Subscribe for more.